Hello, welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where in the last episode we drew at home against Real Madrid, and in the process we lost top spot as P4HFC beat Hearts 2-0 away from home. In this episode we're against bottom of the league Bowbazar 11, and nothing more than a win in our final away game of the season will do us if we hope to try and keep the pace with P4HFC as we build up towards the final game of the season, because that could be very decisive when it all comes down to it. As it's looking like with just 1 point between the two top sides will meet on the last day of the season, and it looks like it will be determining who will go up automatically. Will it be Knights or will it be P4HFC? I don't know at this stage, and there's still other matches to be played. We've got Bowbazar and Bears to play first. So let's take a look at the Bowbazar squad. Bowbazar's squad hasn't really changed from the last time we saw it, apart from the addition of a new defender in Luka Drazic, although I'm not quite sure he will play. He's probably there to be sold off. Anyway, Bowbazar, if they lose to us today, they are relegated, so they really need to get a win over us, but at the same time really need a win to try and beat P4HFC to the title on the final day of the season, and maybe even go top spot if they stumble against Fredrikstad. Devin Reilly is back from injury after he was absent against Real Madrid, and as a result he will likely be starting ahead of Ibrahim Qamara, as Devin Reilly needs the DV more than Qamara does. Otherwise, we've got a full fit squad to choose from, although 3 players are still on suspended yellow card warnings, as Devin Reilly, Ledley King and Azrat Zari could all pick up a suspension in the last few games, including a potential playoff match should we fail to get promoted on the last day of the season. Here is the team news. Knights line up in a 4-5-1 formation with Hartmut Pelt in goal. Back 4, Camilla Chuan, Francisco Roccini, Zach DeLuca and Edmund Livingstone in defence. Midfield Tim Derlich, Matthias Berimi, Carlos Alberto Garce, Andrea Cannavaro and Jeremias Castellar. A front low man of Gerardo Capelli. Knights line up in a 4-5-1 formation also of Ant Connolly in goal. A back 4, Pim by the Kruis, Ledley King, Aquila Santa Maria and Devin Reilly. Midfield of Timothy Wagner, Pierre Of Hesslink, Alvito Roma, YG Nur and Raymond Hargreaves. A front low man of Celso Motor. Let's go live for the Nebula map for the match. Captains for this match are Zach DeLuca for Bowbazar 11 and Ledley King for Knights of Cydonia. The referee is Seymour Red for skill 3 harshness 8. Bowbazar in the red and green strip, their home strip. Knights in the change yellow and black strip, playing from right to left. The other match in the division, Bears are against Gorgi Thistle, Fredrikstad are against P4HFC and Hearts are against Real Madrid. And if Real Madrid beat Hearts, it could be all over for them, Gorgi Thistle and Bowbazar in the relegation. Hour underway. Early possession sign showed Bowbazar have got a good hold of the ball here, but Knights are starting to come into the game. Bowbazar have a card in the 12th minute. Tim Jelic, yellow card for dangerous play. I'm sorry, I didn't quite know how to pronounce his surname. Free kick to Knights. The free kick trying to go by Timothy Wagner. And he scores! Walter Zengen probably would have kept that out, but Hartmut Pelt in the goal means that Timothy Wagner has given Knights the lead, and we'll go back at the top of the league as things stand. But of course, Fredrikstad playing P4HFC. YG close to the crossbar. So yeah, if P4H score against Fredrikstad, then they'll go back top of the league anyway, so the win might be just meaningless in terms of league position. Here's Zach DeLuca, and he scored! Equaliser for Bowbazar in the 22nd minute. This is bad. Zach DeLuca has equalised from the corner, but it's been disallowed for offside. He rushed a bit too soon to head that into the back of the net. 25 minutes played, and it's currently 1-0 to Knights of Cydonia. No goals elsewhere, but Fredrikstad have just taken the lead against P4HFC. This is huge news as we come towards half time, and that is the end of the first half, and things are looking very good for us right now. If results stay as they are, Knights will be going top of the league. As things stand though, Bowbazar will be relegated by losing to us. Gorgi Thistle are all but relegated and Hearts still have a chance. Fredrikstad are 1-0 up against P4HFC, so as things stand, Knights are top of the league by 2 points. So that is looking good for us as we count down towards the final games of the season, but it will probably come down to the actual results in the last day of the season between the top 2. Second half gets underway, and Jeremias Castellar has a shot in the first minute of the second half, and it's missed. Lucky break there for Knights as Castellar tried to rescue his side predicament as Bowbazar looking doomed. Cannavaro has been yellow card for stamping. 47 minutes later, Knights have a free kick in another good position. Can Timothy Wagner get another one? It's Timothy Wagner! Straight at the goalkeeper. Well, so as things stand, Knights are currently leading the division. Fredrikstad are still leading against P4HFC as Ben and Rashidi has come on for Bowbazar. They're really going for it now, and Baz and Moefak's coming in midfield. Not the best decisions. Timothy Wagner has picked up a slight injury. That's not entirely good for us. Okay, can draws in the game. Free kick for Bowbazar. Then goal by Barimi. Saved by Ant Connolly. Ant Connolly gets his gloves stretched out and palms the ball away as Barimi's shots. They're really going for it, Bowbazar. They really want to get level in this game. It's currently 2-1 to Fredrikstad in the P4HF game. P4H got an equaliser, but Fredrikstad got back ahead. Azrat Zairi is on for Knights. And Hartmut Apal has been slightly injured. That could be bad actually, because Walter Zenga, their first choice goalkeeper, coming on, and that's going to be much more difficult to score against them. Fortunately, we already have a lead as P4HFC has equalised, so that's bad. And Real Madrid have just taken the lead against Hearts, and we're a penalty! This is all happening now. And Bowbazar are 1-0 up against Gorgi Thistle, so Gorgi Thistle going down as things stand. Pim van der Kruis scores the penalty. He gets next to Cydonia the lead as we come down towards the end of the game, and is looking bad as Hearts, Gorgi Thistle and Bowbazar all look like they're going to get relegated in this round. We're 2-0 up, and we're chance for Barimi. Taken care by Ant Connolly, who's so comfortable there, and that is the end of Bowbazar's reign in Division 5, surely. Azrat Zairi tries to chip the ball over the keeper, as high above the goal. Zairi on the score sheet, well, he's had a chance towards the end of the game, but he didn't manage to take it. 94 minutes played, and that is the end of the match. Well, that was a good win for us, because it means that apart from the P4HFC game, we have won all our away games, which has been our absolute cornerstone of our title challenge this season. What a result here, and Fredrikstad joining with P4HFC is even better, because that makes our chances of automatic promotion even better than they once were, with 2 key games coming up towards the end of the season. But I still think it'll all be decided on the last game of the season. Ledley King was the man of the match for Knights of Cydonia, and Ben Rashidi was the man of the match for Bowbazar. Well, against clubs like Bowbazar, these are the games we should be winning, and indeed, we managed to pick up all 3 points thanks to 2 goals against Bowbazar, with Timothy Wagner and Pim van der Kruis netting. But I have to say that they did try and make it work for us, Bowbazar. They needed something out of this game to stay up. Unfortunately, they were toothless in front of goal, and as a result, we were able to dispatch them, keep ourselves a clean sheet, and hopefully move on to bigger and better things. We have a tricky run in though, because P4HFC were just 1 point behind us, and they're against already relegated Gorgi Thistle next. Our last games were against BOR Bears and then P4HFC, which is the big game I was talking about earlier, and it's looking like that will be the big decider. But against BOR Bears, that game is also important, because we need to win that one to give the advantage to ourselves going to the final day of the season. Then a draw in the final game against P4HFC would be enough to get automatically promoted. However, anything but a win against BOR Bears will see us going to the final day of the season having to win the match, or going to playoff. And that's not a matchup I particularly like the sounds of, to be honest. Anyway, let's see the team of the week. Team of the week is Marcelino Rivera in goal for BOR Bears. A back four of Ledley King, Knights of Cydonia, Jarrett Fowler, Real Madrid, Rodrigo Leonardo, P4HFC, and Zainal Effendi, Fredrikstad. Midfield, Charlton Rafaelson, Fredrikstad, Guillermo Oliva, Hearts, Gerard Mayborn, P4HFC, and Terence McEnroe, Fredrikstad. In front of Ben Rashidi, Bowbazar 11, and David, Real Madrid. Manager of the round is Phil Meyer of Real Madrid for his win over Hearts, which confirms Hearts, Gorgi Thistle and Bowbazar are all relegated. As already stated, DV hasn't exactly been great this season, but some players are starting to come along a bit. Azrat Zairi is on 15 DV, Salsamish on 16 DV, which is good, and both Pim van der Kruis and Ibrahim Qamara are both on 17 DV. Unfortunately, the rest could do a bit better. We've only got 2 games left to improve our DV, unless we end up in the playoffs, of course. So after that, Knights are back on top of the league after beating Bowbazar by 2-0. At the same time, P4HFC could only draw away to Fredrikstad, so they have dropped a point below us and are now second in the table. BOR Bears are really out of the promotion race now. They can't get top 2 places, while Real Madrid's win over Hearts means that Hearts, Bowbazar and Gorgi Thistle are all relegated to Division 6. So the relegation battle is over. It's just that top 2 place to go now. So that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we're taking on BOR Bears, the warm-up for the massive final game of the season against P4H FC. See you guys then.